Welcome to Sunday School for Sunday, July 27th, 2025, for our junior students ages 9 to 11. I do not own the rights to this music. Today's Bible basis is coming out of Micah chapter 7, verses 14 through 20. The title of today's story, I Forgive You. Candace, I am so glad we canceled our dinner reservations and stayed home. We are so busy it feels good to spend quiet time together. Derek hugged his wife as they lounged on the sofa listening to music. Crash! Thump! Derek jumped to his feet and looked around. What was that? I don't know. The sound came from downstairs in the den. She ran to the closet and handed him the baseball bat. Call the police while I go check downstairs. Derek crept over to the door leading downstairs and swung it open. Freeze! He hollered into the darkness. When he flipped the light switch and went downstairs, the person holding a duffel bag filled with video games looked familiar. Don't I know you? Yes, Mr. Wally. He dropped the duffel bag and stood with his head hung in shame. Jeffrey Herbert, your father and I are best friends. Why would you break into my house? The young Jeffrey felt so ashamed of what he tried to do, as he admitted he was going to sell the video games so he could have money to buy new gym shoes. The shoes seemed a lot less important, and the idea of stealing for them seemed a lot more foolish now that he said it out loud to Mr. Wally. He couldn't look his father's friend in the face. Then they saw the blue lights through the window and heard Candace call the police, and that the police had arrived. Mr. Wally met them at the door. Officers, thank you for coming, but it was just a misunderstanding. There's no trouble here. Tears ran down Jeffrey's face. Thank you, Mr. Wally. Do you recall a time when you forgave someone who sinned against you? How did that feel? What about a time you did not show mercy toward someone who wronged you? Micah spells out the punishment God's people had earned by their sinful behavior. They deserved consequences for the way they were living. However, God chose to show them mercy because He is a loving God. He spared them the punishment they deserved and instead gave them grace. How many times has God done that for you? Micah chapter 7 verses 14 through 20. Feed thy people with thy rod, the flock of thy heritage, which dwell solitarily in the wood, in the midst of Carmel. Let them feed in Bashan and Gilead, as in the days of old. According to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt, will I show unto him marvelous things. The nations shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their hand upon their mouth, their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of the Lord our God, and shall fear because of thee. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. He will turn again. He will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities, and thou wilt cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. Thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob, and the mercy to Abraham, which thou hast sworn unto our fathers from the days of old. Our memory verse. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. Micah chapter 7, verse 18. In today's Bible learning section, our story, Mr. and Mrs. Wally's house was broken into while they were having a quiet night at home. The person who broke into their house was Mr. Wally's best friend's son, Jeffrey Herbert. Instead of letting the police arrest Jeffrey, Mr. Wally decided not to press charges. Mr. Wally showed mercy toward Jeffrey. This does not mean Jeffrey did not face consequences for his actions, but the consequences were less than what he deserved. Do you recall instances in your life or in the life of someone in your church when God showed mercy, even if it was not deserved? God is willing to forgive us and show mercy. We can respond to God's mercy by extending it to others. Think about those times when you were forgiven by God, your parents, siblings, teachers, friends, etc. How did it feel to be forgiven? This week, think about those who have offended or committed a wrong against you. Pray and ask God to help you forgive them and show mercy, just as it was shown toward you. The end. God bless you and thank you for joining me today.